Something that I have seen that is a fact amongst most people today is everybody is so in pursuit of their own desires and the things that make them happy that people have become intrinsically very selfish when it comes to most things they do. And unfortunately, when you do something for somebody and you don't ask for anything in return, people do not know how to accept it. Now, you have some people that will happily take something for nothing, but that's not many. And a lot of people that take something for nothing, unfortunately, are the kind of people that will take anything from anybody at any time. They go a little bit the other way. They're not the best people. It is ironic, but it makes perfect sense that one of the things that Father commanded us that we are to do, and he had Joshua say this very clearly, is that we are to do for others. Love your neighbor. Give so that one hand does not know what the other is doing. Consistently, and I do mean consistently, we are told that we are to give and we are to do for others. And we are to do it without thought of payment. We are to do it not because we want a favor in return. We're to do it just to do it. And in fact, also as Joshua said, that when you do your good deeds, do them in such a way that only your Father in heaven knows and sees what you're doing. Now, that doesn't mean that other people aren't going to see when you do something. They will. But what Joshua meant was when we do anything, we've got to train our minds, especially in this time and age we live in right now. We have to train our minds to work a different way. And we have to be able to do everything that we do, and we have to do it in such a way where we are thoughtful of others and do for others, even if it puts us out, even if we don't benefit from it. We have to be able to do those things and completely sever any and all expectations of any sort of doing to get something in return. And not only is that difficult for people, but it's also very difficult to get someone to understand that you're really doing something for nothing, because most people today think that if somebody does something for them and they don't ask for something right away, that they're doing it because they're going to owe them later. And I understand that because we do live in a very, very selfish, materialistic, self-serving world. Most everybody is all about the pursuit of themselves. It's not about helping others. It's not about doing for others. There was a time in my grandparents' lives and in the time of my great-grandparents, heck, really even in the time of my parents when they were growing up, people did a lot more for one another just to do it. They did it just because they wanted to do it. The only people I have seen that knows how to accept it when you do something for them that's just kind and really nice and you don't ask for anything in return, you're just doing it, are older people. The only people I have done things for that I have seen that they know how to accept it and they will reciprocate it if they can, meaning they'll do something for you just because, or when you do something and you don't ask for anything in return, they can accept it with grace, are literally the old people who are still alive right now. They're the only ones because they come from a time and place where that's how the world was. They came from a time where you used to do things for other people just because it was the right thing to do. It was that they knew, even in the warped state of Christianity, with the false doctrines that have been taught for years and years, enough of the good precepts of what Joshua taught has been kept alive to where it's been a long accepted fact that you do things for others back in the days of these older people that's still alive right now. The older generation, they still carry that knowledge of how it used to be to do something for someone else. I can't tell you how many times that I have done something or I have been kind and went out of my way to do something for somebody who's younger and they don't know how to accept it. They literally don't get it. To them, it seems inconceivable that somebody would do something just because they wanted to be nice and kind. I can't tell you how many young women and girls I've had look at me like I was an alien from another planet when I was just a kind gentleman to them just because that's what you do. hold a door open for a lady and her mouth all but falls open. You do something kind for somebody and they want to give you something. They want to pay you. They want to give you money. They want to give you something. And for some people, if you won't accept the money, if they want to give you the money, if you don't accept the gift, they want to give you a gift, it greatly offends them and it will upset them. And unfortunately, then your arm is twisted and you have to take it. But me and my family have learned this is something that we have learned to put into practice. And it is when we do something for somebody, we make sure to tell them, look, you don't owe us anything. We're doing it just because we want to do it. If we wanted something for this, we would tell you. We're like, hey, we'll do this for X amount of money. Or we'll do this for whatever. But if that's not why we're doing it, we make sure people know, hey, we're doing it just because we want to do it. You don't have to worry about paying us. Don't worry about that. And it's hard to get a lot of people to accept that and to understand. But that's our obligation as children of Yah. That's one of the ways that he wants us to live, and one of the things he wants us to bring back is doing kind things for other people. Just being nice, being neighborly, giving of ourselves with no thought of return or favor, because it's just the right thing to do. And I'm going to tell you, if you do that with people in your life, you are going to develop a legendary reputation with them. You are all but, in those people's eyes, you're going to develop a reputation like a saint. Those people are going to have the people in your life are going to develop a deep respect for you, because nobody does that anymore. Nobody. Very few people are that way anymore. So if that's how you are, and that's what you give to the people around you, and that's how you act, you're really going to start to garner a reputation. And it's not going to be reputation for yourself. Ultimately, it's going to be reputation for Father, because what he makes you embody is going to come out of you, and other people are going to see it, and they're going to take notice. We have got to get to the point where we start doing for others, doing whatever we can without thought of return. Because if we do that, we're going to help bring back a sense of good, a sense of right, a sense of neighborly compassion, hospitality, kindness, grace. That's incredibly important. And every day we need to be mindful of doing that. Every single day. You have to retrain yourself. It's not easy. You have to start retraining yourself to do for others and give of yourself. It's hard. Yeah. But it is worth it. It's definitely worth it. Give it a shot sometime.